Hey everyone, what's going on? My name's Daniel Cross, and today we're going to be playing Hijacked on Domination. Now, normally I don't do full-length commentaries, but I felt this gameplay actually deserved it. I'm probably going to talk about most of it, and then kind of skip to the middle, the important parts, and then maybe just let the game play out. I haven't decided yet. So, let's get to it right quick. Black Ops 2, fantastic, awful, great, best COD ever, who knows? How I feel. This is going to be about sniping, and how I feel sniping is still a little bit unpolished. It's necessarily got a little ways to go, but what it is right now, I like it, I enjoy it, but I think it could be better. I still feel that sniping is a little bit biased and looked down upon in the Call of Duty community. People don't like getting one-shotted. They compare it to getting shotgunned. They just compare it to certain things like that, like an auto lock-on, and that's not the case. This gameplay is probably one of my best gameplays that I actually managed, and I use the new host feature, which allows you to search for gameplays with really good connections, and Call of Duty is a connection-based game, so when you have a good connection, you're going to be getting your shots, you're going to get your shots on time. People aren't going to be able to hit you before you hit them is kind of how that works, so it gives you an advantage. And I pulled host this game, which is probably one of the only reasons I was able to do so well. But I want you to pay attention to the gameplay, and this is what I mean by unpolished. With Black Ops 2, you have no fast ADS. You cannot aim down your sights like you could in the previous Call of Duties. Any of them. Let's look at Call of Duty 4, COD 2, stuff like that. They had very ridiculous fast scope in times. COD 2 especially, but COD 4 is fairly decent. It was one of those CODs that everyone looks at being the grandfather COD. Like, they hit the nail right on the head when they made that game. That was a fantastic game, and it changed Call of Duty forever. Now, will Black Ops 2 reach that status? I'm not sure. It's kind of really way too early to say, but I feel that sniping has a long way to go. I want to say that they nailed it on certain things, but at the same time, I still feel it's unbiased, so let's get into that just a little bit. One, your hitbox with the sniper rifle on certain snipers isn't as good as I thought it would be. You need to shoot someone in the chest or above, and by chest, I don't mean stomach. You need to shoot. The hitbox is divided into three parts when it comes to the body. You have the waist, stomach, and then like upper chest where your like solar plexus, kind of like by the heart area. Think nipples up. I think Jericho gave a great explanation of that with sniping in his commentary, so you guys might want to look at that. I think the sniping in this game is rather perfect. It's just lacking just a little bit of a nudge to make it just better, just enough to bump it up to perfect. It's good, but it's not quite there yet. And I think that they could just do a small increase. What they could do with certain sniper rifles, usually in games you have 4 sniper rifles. You start off with a really crappy semi-auto one, then you get a decent one, and then like the best one at the very end. And usually what happens is they increase the rate of fire, and they usually increase the damage. But with all 3 sniper rifles, if I remember correctly, you could only get a kill if you shoot them in the head, neck, and upper chest. Now you need to understand that the chest hitbox is divided into 3 parts. You have like the waist, middle area, and then you also have like the heart where your nipples are, like up above that. That's probably like the best way. Just draw a line right there, and you have to shoot above that. Now, 3 sniper rifles out of 4 have to hit there. This is the XDR-50, and this gun is probably one of the best sniper rifles just because you won't get hit markers like that. If you shoot them in the waist, right in the belly button, you're going to get a kill every time, and that is fantastic to me. The only downside of this is you have a slow ADS, and that's where I feel that snipers are at a kind of a disadvantage in this game. You have submachine guns and assault rifles that are very strong. They are 2 3-shot kills up at close range, maybe 4 at long range, if that. So you have these guns that have a high fire rate on top of it, and you allow them to have quick draw, you allow them to hip fire, but when it comes to a sniper rifle, you can hip fire, but it's not accurate. You can't spray with it. You need to be accurate with that gun, or you're not going to get your kill. So what happens is you get in situations where you walk around a corner and you see multiple targets, and you run in, and if you see one guy, you might be able to scope in on him, but by the time you do that, they could, one, already spray you down, just by hip firing. They get that hip accuracy, and once they hit you, it makes you flinch, and it throws off your shot, and by that time, you're already dead. Now, if there's multiple targets, like 2 people, you might be able to take out that first guy, but by that time, that second guy with that assault rifle or submachine gun, he's going to be able to pull his gun up instantly by the time you're taking out that first guy, and he's just going to finish you off, and there's nothing you can do about it in Black Ops 2. Now, is that a bad thing? Not necessarily. I just think it could be a little bit better. Now, I feel that the scope and speed is good. I think it's going to separate average players, average snipers, actual people who play with the strategy, and then you're going to have players that just run around and hopefully get those montage clips. Those types of players are going to have a hell of a time playing this game. I just think that they could improve sniping. I always look for ways to improve it, and the way I feel to do that is not necessarily add quick draw to snipers, but maybe increase either the damage or the fire rate. And in order to increase the fire rate on a sniper, you kind of want to increase the ADSing, because what's the point? If you're quick scoping, you're going to be able to shoot, but you can't pull up your scope in time to aim, so you're going to have struggle there. The only effective way to do it is kind of increase that time that you can actually shoot, and then also how fast you can bring your scope up. I feel that it's almost perfect now, but if it was like a fraction of a second better, you would be able to defend yourself a little bit more and be more predictable. Now you see a lot of these gameplays that I have on this map, you see situations where I run away. Like, I know that guy's inside that building and I choose not to go there, because if he's already at the advantage, he's on the outside looking toward me, and I have this wall in front of me, and if I walk out, I already know he has his gun up. He's going to be able to take me out, no problem. That's where the disadvantage comes in. I know people are probably going to complain about, you can't have everything perfect, you can't have everything right, but I feel that if you give certain weapons a huge advantage over the other one, and you limit something, you're just kind of handicapping that class, and it could be so much better with just a small adjustment. Now, as far as Black Ops 2 goes, guys, I'm really enjoying this game. I feel that the skill level in terms of sniping, getting montage clips, learning all this stuff is going to be one of those things that is going to show those golden players. Those players that are skillful, they're talented, they've been around for a while, they know what they're doing, they're probably going to blow up. They're going to expand. They're going to be able to hit those clips, and they're going to stand out compared to the average player. You notice that I run back every so often. I lead people to me. I don't rush to them. And when I usually do rush to them, I die. You're not able to do that anymore with Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2, you had an insanely lightning fast scope in time, EDS rate. And with this one, not so much. I just think it could be better. There are things in the future that I would love to see them adjust. I don't know what they're going to do with patching. I know Treyarch is really good at doing their community management. They listen to people. They listen to managers. Well, not managers, but fans. I can't remember the last time Infinity Ward patched something besides a picture with some funny words on it. But other than that, guys, first impressions of Black Ops 2. I really do enjoy this game. It is frustrating at times, just getting mowed down when I'm not used to that. I have to change my playstyle. But everyone freaks out when you get a new Call of Duty. They don't know what they're doing. They're running around like a chicken with their head cut off. They freak out over the smallest things. Kill streaks are overpowered, all this stuff. Shotguns, oh my god, alright. And they freak out. Play the game for a month and then go from there. Make your final judgment. But I think sniping could just be a little bit better off of first impressions. I really did enjoy this, though. Hopefully you guys like the gameplay. I think I finished out at 74 and like 17. This is probably one of the best gameplays I've gotten. I cut out that middle part where they flip domination. If you guys haven't been playing it, basically they stop the game and they flip sides. They don't want you to spawn trap the whole game. They want to have you dominate the team on opposite sides, just showing that you're the better team. Now, I like that idea, but at the same time, I feel that, we're playing a game mode called Domination, so I don't think we should give the other team a break. It's domination. If you got yourself put in that situation, you deserve it, and you need to fight and get your way out of it. That's how I view this, but I also kind of think that you montage makers might like that more, because most of you only spawn trap on certain sides of the map, and when they have that time to, like that halftime, they flip sides and you'll be able to spawn trap on the other side of the map. And if you're a good team, though, just to counteract what I just said, which is terrible, I should never do such a thing, but let's think of it from other perspectives. That's what I like to do. You'll be able to push that team back into another spawn trap and prove that you're the better team. You're able to fight for that. Anyway, guys, this is Cross. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to be going out of town for a little while. I will be starting my Road to Commander series while I am gone. So please take care, and hopefully I will see you guys soon with some more videos. Take it easy, guys.
Objective parameters obtained. Well done.